this week's episode of Still Crazy After All These Beers. I'm still Guy Zampa, and we're still here at the Winter Beer Festival. It's about 21 degrees with a wind chill of about 9. Gary, thank you for having me do this episode here. I hope you're nice and warm wherever you are. We're going to go ahead and talk to a couple of the new beer vendors here. We have Stone and Lagunitas. So follow me, let's go try a couple new beers. Guy Zampa here with Dennis, who's a New York, New Jersey regional rep for Stone. And we're going to talk today a little bit about the oak-aged Arrogant Bastard. But before we get into that, the history of Stone Brewery, where and how long have you guys been around?
Actually, Stone Brewery was founded by Jeff Cook and Steve Wagner, basically buddies that had gotten together, wanted to open up, basically loved beer, loved craft beer, and wanted to do something that was a little different. Well, they wanted to make beers that they like to drink. So that's how they got together. It was basically 95, and they opened up their first brewery in a place called San Marcos, which is North County, San Diego. And that's where they got their start. Started off with like a pale ale. Then they did the Arrogant Bastard, basically took off from there. And basically about 2 years ago, they opened up a new brewery in Escondido. State-of-the-art, brand new, attached to the Stone World Garden and Bistro. Beautiful facility. If anybody gets out to San Diego, you really need to visit Stone Brewery. A good place to go.
So Stone representing the Southern California version of the craft beer market.
Absolutely.
Now, you have on tap today the Oaked Age Arrogant Bastard, which is different from the...
And just to clarify, it's not oak aged, it's oaked Arrogant Bastard. And basically what it is, it's like an infusion with oak.
Okay.
So it's a little, it melts it out a little bit, makes it a little smoother, a little rounder. So a lot of people actually really enjoy it. But they definitely notice a difference between Arrogant Bastard and then the oaked Arrogant Bastard. I myself
had an opportunity to taste this earlier. It was excellent. The Arrogant Bastard is good on its own, but with the oak, it was actually very, very good.
Yep.
Now, also today you have the Stone IPA, which is, in my opinion, a standard as far as IPA is concerned.
It's a great IPA. A lot of people enjoy it. If you're looking to pair it with some food, or you're looking for something for the big game, like do it with like hot wings, IPA is perfect. Perfect.
Excellent, and yet that's what you would pair the Stone with, the IPA, maybe with like something more spicy, or
good with Thai food, good with like spicy Mexican. You got a winner.
I have here Trevor from the famous and fabulous Lagunitas Brewery in Northern California. He's going to tell us just a little bit about the history of Lagunitas. So Trevor, what is the basic story of Lagunitas Brewery?
Lagunitas Brewing Company actually started back in 1993 in a little town called Lagunitas, which is in West Marin County, California. Basically, the town is so small that if you blink, you've passed it pretty much. We kind of got kicked out of the town because we clogged up the sewer systems with some of our yeast and stuff, and basically they asked us either to fix the problem or leave. So we relocated to Pentaluma, California. We started by our head brewmaster and owner of the company, Tony McGee, from brewing, from basically reading 2 books on brewing, and just started selling kegs off the back of his truck, and we're here today, 15 years later.
Now, the Lagunitas Maximus is one of my personal favorites, but today you're pouring 2 different ones, which are the...
Well, we're pouring a little bit of our censored copper ale. Really funny story, and I'll tell it very quickly. It started off as the Chronic. Got a little bit of trouble with the local ATF and stuff. They said there was some sort of drug reference. The old, we're from Northern California excuse didn't work. So we sent it back to the ATF as a censored, and they approved it for us. So it's a rich copper ale. It's basically a polar opposite of IPA. Real nice malts up front. Very chocolatey, a little toffee-ish, and very good hops in the backbone of it. The other beer we're pouring today is the Brown Shugga. Basically, it's just a happy mistake of brewing, which most, great beers are very happy mistakes. We started off as a batch of our gnarly wine, and we kind of screwed up on it a little bit, and the owner of our company told us to go out and buy as much brown sugar and throw it in the batch, and we did, and this is what we came up with.
Now, the Brown Shugga has been personally one of my personal favorites. Now, you were talking about the Maximus earlier, that you're going to be able to find it more regularly now?
Absolutely. The Maximus used to be available year-round as a 22-ounce bomber. It's going to be available now year-round in a 6-pack, and taking the Maximus's place is a very sought-after beer, or Hop Stupid. It's going to be available year-round in 22-ounce bombers. It's basically a triple IPA, 102 IBUs, 8.2%. Drinks clean like an IPA from Cali. So
I can't wait to try it. Lagunitas is a personal favorite, but I can't wait to give that a shot. Trevor, thanks again for coming on with us. Give us a little bit of the history of Lagunitas. And that's it for this week's episode of Still Crazy After All These Beers. We'll see you again next week.